DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Hello and welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, evening, afternoon, everybody.
Damn, we're sounding good today. Holy shit.
So,
wow. Go ahead, Joe.
How the fuck is everybody doing this morning? Evening or afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world.
I feel,
John. Go ahead.
I feel like $1 million, man. I feel great. I got fruit punch. I had eggs for breakfast this morning.
Oh, good for you. Listen to you all fucking healthy and shit on fucking Cinco de Drinko.
I had a fucking cupcake. That's what I had for breakfast, a fucking cupcake.
What kind of cupcake?
Chocolate cupcake with cream cheese icing.
Listen, I have to say cream cheese icing is pretty bomb. It's not bad.
My daughter just made like brownies last night. And I want to say the icing is like some type of like cream cheese concoction. I could be wrong.
Brownies with cream cheese icing just fucking hits totally different. And I'm not even a pothead. Like it hits like as if I am a pothead.
I mean, I don't blame you. Shit's good, dude. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah, the Cannabis Day happened already, so that holiday we're not getting it for another month.
No, now it's my holiday. Fuck y'all. Cinco de Drinko.
It is now officially Cinco de Drinko. We are now entering the Revenge of the Fifth.
Yeah, and then yesterday was Star Wars Day, which was pretty cool. And I didn't even fucking watch any Star Wars or play any Star Wars.
Well, and the funny thing is, if the venue for our wedding didn't fall through like it would have, both of you fuckers would be in North Carolina right now, and we'd all three be doing this live. Because originally our fucking wedding date was going to be May the 4th.
That's kind of would have been cool. That would have been fun.
Damn, and it fell on a Saturday too.
Yeah, and I planned on like doing this whole elaborate fucking like lightsaber duel coming down the aisle bullshit.
That would have been fun. That would have been fun though.
Yeah.
What would have been the song?
Some wholesome ass shit. You know what I mean?
What would have been the song? Duel of the Fates?
Probably.
Dude, if I was
I was still trying to convince the missus to walk down the aisle to the Imperial March.
Thank you. That would be my song. If I was if I'm coming down any aisle, it better be the fucking Imperial March. Like you just know what the fuck you're getting with me. Like Darth Vader is in the motherfucking house, right? Like
exactly.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Like
so
you're Joe. Is this an indication that is this an indication that your old lady has some similarities to Darth Vader? Or
it's just more for the fucking comedy effect there. That's why I was trying to convince her for it.
Okay.
Because just the pure comedy gold that would have fucking caused would have been fucking perfect.
It definitely would be funny. It definitely would be funny. You're not going to hear.
She would have never fucking agreed to it. though. So like
On her wedding day, probably not. Probably not.
Because I was between trying to convince her to do Imperial March or Buck Cherry's Crazy Bitch.
Oh my God. Joe.
And she wasn't down for either of them.
It's her wedding day. Women take the wedding day a little bit probably more serious than we do. You know what I mean? It's like kind of a big fucking deal for them, you know?
Totally do.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
But you know, for May the 4th, we went out, we hit some breweries because here, just like today's Cinco de Mayo, or Drinko de Mayo, as I like to call it, you know, for May the 4th, it's just as big of a fucking holiday around here, especially in the bar scene and the breweries and stuff. They always do, you know, themed fucking Star Wars drinks and shit like that.
Good for
them.
them.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fun.
One of the places we went to, they had their 2 drink specials. One was called Yoda's Wisdom. The other one was called Tatooine. Both of them are tequila drinks.
Yeah.
Well, she's a tequila person, so she tried both of them and liked them.
You told me that. I remember you told me that now.
From the dungeon, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming, my brother.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Who do we got?
Welcome in.
Thank you very much. Appreciate having you guys on our show today. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Well, yeah, me, I can't do tequila.
I can sip anything. A long time ago, when I was still in the Army, I lost my constitution to be able to take shots. To this day, I can sip anything.
Yeah.
But I cannot, I don't do shots. I do not shoot hard alcohol ever.
Yeah, I can sip on pretty much anything. I try to steer clear of clear liquors though. Just because
you like dark liquor, huh? Dark liquor, huh?
So I'm more of the browns, you know. That's why I've got an extensive fucking bourbon whiskey collection. Just something about the whiskeys and the bourbons.
Nothing wrong with that. If you know,
there is nothing wrong with that.
When a man knows what he likes and doesn't like, okay, and what does and does not work for him or her, right? But,
yeah. So one of the breweries we did hit up yesterday is called Forgotten Roads, and it's a veteran owned and operated brewery that is in my area.
Cool.
Very nice.
So it's like very like when you go into their bar area, it's very military themed. The paint's all like camo colors, your browns, your greens.
I like that.
Everything's like military themed beer names.
Okay. It sounds fun. It really does. Like
I like that.
And it's a very small little hole in the wall place, and it wasn't very busy, and it's a family friendly environment. Like you can bring your kids there because they even have, you know, shit for kids to do.
Joe, you know, there's a lot of places in downtown Kansas City, since you're going to be here in a couple weeks, that I have not been. So maybe do some research, and I will too, but look in the area of where you're staying, like within a few blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And we might be able to like just take a walk like from your hotel one day and just like do some like bar hopping and day drinking. You know what I mean? Like just take a short walk, you know, between bars.
Yeah.
And I've been back for about not quite 2.5 years now, but there's a lot of stuff I still have not touched in my metro. So now that you're kind of talking about, you know, doing the bar hopping thing. So that's you got my brain, the hamster in my brain is like, you know, he's spinning.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the thing. Like we've lived in
from the dungeon.
Greensboro.
Thank you very much for your support. You were totally worth it. All of you guys were worth it.
Yeah. And by the way, make sure you check out From the Dungeon podcast.
What do they do? Tell me about it, John. What is their what do they talk about?
So it's like an everything type of show. You can check up. Let me get the page up real quick. I don't want to interrupt Squilini at all.
Fuck Squilini. It's all right.
That's just the fucking platform we have here, guys. We interrupt each other like it's fucking nobody's business
because we don't know what we're doing. That's why.
No, because we've all got like a million fucking separate thought processes, and then we skip around so much.
Okay.
So you see here, I mean, Jay knows everything about upper deck of the toilet. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, dude, I've literally done that at a much older age than might surprise you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, but it's really cool. Lots of music conversations, lots of interviews, and I'll tell you, one of the last episodes I watched, they were talking about, and you know me, I love pizza.
Yeah,
I love.
We had pizza last night.
I had spaghetti last night. Interestingly enough,
Do you know what pizza I chose?
I had a hot honey pork belly sandwich for dinner.
Was it good?
Oh, it's fucking great. It was off of a food truck.
I gotta ask this question because my girls went basic as fuck last night and they got a cheese pizza. So I got myself a pizza. Do you know? But like or dislike, last night Jay got a fucking Hawaiian pizza for dinner. So, yay or nay? I want to hear it from both of you fucks.
I'm all about it. I like the combination of the sweet with the salty. It's that savory and sweet fucking combination. Now when you did your Hawaiian pizza, did you stay basic ham with pineapple, or did you trade it out? Because I will tell you,
it was Little Caesars, so like I didn't really have a choice.
Gotcha.
It
was cardboard. Got it.
Ham and pie. Actually, Little Caesars is a lot more consistent and a lot cheaper in our area than pretty much anything else.
So
and by the way, Joe, actually, just so you know, it's not just barbecue. Kansas City does have some good fucking pizza joints. John can attest to that.
I actually, the moment I got to Jay's house, there was a pizza on the way.
Yep. My former girlfriend knew of a place, and we ordered pizza to have it delivered basically as soon as John got to the house. And you liked it. You liked it a lot.
Oh, it was delicious. It was delicious. How about a dry dock, Jay?
A dry dock? What's a dry dock? Are we talking about docking?
Listen, we can't take anything seriously from Dylan because here's the thing. On a podcast that I used to do way back in the day that Dylan Mason was part of, he ate a live crawdad on the fucking air.
I remember talking about that. Yes, I remember talking. And from the dungeon, I'm sorry. I like my pizza with a lot of bullshit on it, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but that's
so.
Then you might be a Ninja Turtle then.
Maybe. Who I had this conversation.
I mean, we've never seen Jay and a Ninja Turtle in the same place. So what's to say he isn't?
It's fucking true. That's true. You have never seen me in the same room as a Ninja Turtle. Speaking of which, this week I had almost the exact same conversation. Which one was your guys' favorite? Which turtle, specifically turtle? Which one was your favorite when you were a kid?
Michelangelo.
Thank you, John. So was mine.
Raphael.
Ooh, god damn, Joe. God damn, Joe. Fucking props, dude. Michelangelo, in our little age group, Michelangelo seems to be the most popular answer. In the ones who grew up on the original cartoon series in the United States, the original movie in the United States, Michelangelo seems to be the number one answer.
I feel like Mikey and Leo are kind of the two go-to for a lot of Turtle fans. And then Donnie and Ralph are kind of the underrated.
Raph.
The L is non-existent and silent.
It's a little too Raph. You know?
So if we're going to talk about silent letters real quick.
Damn!
You got to ask the question. How do you pronounce salmon?
Salmon, just like you did. How do you do it, John?
John.
I want to hear it, John.
John, because you're about to add that fucking silent L, aren't you?
Yeah.
Get that salmon out of your mouth, John. Get that salmon out of your mouth. I want to hear it.
Salmon. I say salmon.
That's the same way my wife fucking says it, and it drives me crazy.
We
will sit there. I'll order we'll go out to eat at the hibachi place, the one where we have to get reservations for, and I'll get it's called the Shogun Dinner Special, and it's salmon, lobster tail, and scallops, and then I'll add steak on top of that, and we'll go back and forth sitting at the table, and she'll call it I can't even fucking say it the way she fucking says it because the fucking L's silent.
Solomon, the Book of Solomon, King Solomon. Can I have some King Solomon tonight? Did you catch Solomon?
It's a silent fucking L.
Salmon.
It's a fucking silent L, John.
We're just
okay.
I love you, John. We're just fucking.
Did you guys rock the turtle game? No, I certainly did, and also I actually, since you bring that up, when I'm a guest on your show May 15th, I actually have something to show you, super fucking retro, because I know you're a collector, and it's about the Ninja Turtles.
I was just gonna say I absolutely rocked the arcade game, and I played the shit out of the NES game. That NES game was one of the ones that I never beat, though. There was a couple levels that I never. My proudest, John knows this. One of my proudest gaming achievements of all time is, as a kid, I beat Ninja Gaiden on the NES.
Mm-hmm.
I did not ever beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That game.
Now I want to go fucking play Ninja Gaiden again and fucking.
Dude, that game is fucking ridiculously. It's stupid. It's to
this
day.
I mean, that's like the fucking Lion King on the fucking Sega Genesis.
Yeah. Same.
Fucking Lion King on Sega Genesis, for being a game geared towards kids because of the era it came out in, was ridiculously fucking difficult.
It's like what was a couple of the other like impossible fucking games? Battletoads was beatable, but it was extremely hard.
Battletoads.
Fucking Battletoads.
You know what? Then all those games, though, I mean, the only they were all really those arcade style fucking side scrollers.
The thing is, you couldn't save. So if you died, you went back to
right back at fucking square one.
Fucking beginning every time.
I have a game that was super fucking hard, and it was Bart Simpson versus the Aliens.
I never played that, but I know what you're talking about. And the difficulty was like off the charts.
It was insane.
I will say my biggest gaming achievement in the 90s was beating Super Metroid on the Super NES.
Dig it. I dig it.
Well, if we're talking achievements, it would be Final Fantasy VII for me. That was possibly the first game. Yeah. So I don't even know how I even got it in my hands. I don't know who got it for me. I don't know how I got it, but I had it, and I was like, I'm going to play this, and I never put it down.
Yeah.
And then let's see, next game that I really enjoyed from back then, and it's not NES, Super NES, it's a PlayStation game, original PlayStation, the OG Metal Gear Solid, when it was the fucking 4 discs.
Yep.
And then you had to swap the fucking your damn fucking memory card from slot A to slot B, move the controller, do all that shit mid game.
There's a reboot coming for that soon.
So it's already out. They did a master collection where it's the original Metal Gear Solid 2 and I think 3.
I saw it on
that's the rematch. That's the remaster. There's a reboot coming out for Snake Eater.
Oh,
and it looks
fan of Snake Eater.
Nobody likes Snake Eater. Snake Eater was the best fucking one.
And nothing beats the original, dude.
I am lost in a dream, Snake Eater. Anyways, we found out what a dry dock is.
Shut up, bitch. Oh my God.
A dry dock is turn the toilet water off, flush until no water in the toilet, sit facing towards the water tank, shit so it's closer to the rim, so when someone comes to the bathroom next, when they kneel down to turn on the water, their head's by the shit.
What the fuck?
That is amazing. Someone's a fisherman.
I'm on board. I mean, you guys should.
Jade's gonna start doing that to every toilet at Arrowhead.
You know what, guys? Send us your pictures of your dry docks and your upper deckers.
Oh my God, dude, please don't. I don't need any more pictures of shit in my inbox. I already have friends. I already have friends that are grown men that occasionally will fuck with me by sending me pictures of like whatever nasty confection their bodies cooked up. Okay, 43 years old.
Hold on, we need to talk about this.
Wait. No. Before we fully talk about that, I've got to tell you guys something now.
I don't ask for it. I just get it. I just receive. Okay. This is like the universe metaphorically shitting on my fucking face because even my friends send me shit, literal shit.
So not this past Friday, but the Friday before, my neighbor that we hang out with all the time, his son comes home from fucking school, and it's the Friday before the wedding and all that. We're hanging out, doing some stuff, and this kid's like, "You guys have to see this picture I took at school today." Some kid took a shit in the toilet at his school.
Yep.
And left it in there, and this log of fucking shit, fucking that kid had a prolapsed fucking rectum.
Yo,
whoever fucking dropped that deuce in that toilet fucking prolapsed their fucking anus. Because this thing was about fucking 2.5, 3 feet fucking long and about this big in fucking diameter.
I wish I still had my shit buttons. I don't have them anymore.
Dude, can we not turn this fucking show into a goddamn smorgasbord of fucking fecal matter, please?
Like I'm about to text this kid and ask him for the fucking photo so I can send it to Jay.
Oh fuck, man!
I'm gonna jump on the fucking bandwagon.
All right, so let's get back on the rails real quick, Squillini. So you were talking about your week, right?
Fucking week. There's not much really that went on. I mean, so worked fucking Thursday, took the day off because the wife, she graduated with her master's in public health.
Dude,
yeah, congratulations.
Hold on.
And she's a first generation college.
Fucking A. Yo, hold on.
Graduate.
Yeah. The crowd was going crazy. We couldn't hear you.
We can't hear you when the crowd's going nuts, dude.
But yeah, no, she's a first generation graduate, so mad props to her. Now officially my household has 2 master's degrees in it.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
And then now that she's done, probably not this fall semester, but the spring semester next year, so January 2025, I'm going back to get my fucking MBA now.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
Let's go.
Just because it'll open more doors within my career field for possibilities on fucking jobs and shit if I get an MBA. Just
you mean like
what?
Like what?
Oh shit.
If you pressed the fucking button, it didn't work.
Oh. Nice. No. I'm okay with that. You guys gonna start an OnlyFans, John, with all your degrees? You gonna start an OnlyFans? With
I don't have the only degrees I have are from the School of Hard Knocks, baby.
Thank you. I mean, I'll do an OnlyFans, but it better bring in some fucking money quick, dude.
I'm good. I'm good.
It's not like it'll be.
Yeah, no. I mean, the going for the MBA things.
I like my audience, so
I'm just saying, it's not. It wouldn't be the first time I showed my ass for money. So whatever, dude. It's all the fucking same to me.
Finder.com/J Campbell.
Just saying, dude. Just saying.
But
20 bucks, you can see my butthole.
It's not gay, but $20 is $20. $20
is $20, homie. And I need daddy needs his fucking beer.
He's 2024 straight.
It's 2024 straight. What the fuck? Oh shit.
You guys know we're just objectively terrible human beings. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's worse. There's way worse.
And the thing somebody trusts me with fucking managing people.
Yeah, there's John, there's way worse, but there's way worse, but there's no excuse for us. There's no hope. There is no fucking hope, dude. There's no return. There's not going to be any redemption. There's not going to be this redemptive arc. that like saves us someday. Like, no.
But at the end of the day, at least everyone could say that we never fucking lied.
That's correct. We do have integrity. We do have integrity.
Oh man.
My show.
But yeah, you got these MBAs in your house. You guys are, I mean, that's the American dream.
We don't have any MBAs in our house right now. I've got a master's in engineering. She's got a master's in public health. I'm going to be going back and getting my MBA next. And pretty much so for those wondering what that means for like me, because I've got a master's in engineering, an MBA realistically just sets me up for, since I'm in management now, it sets me up for those higher level management jobs, senior leadership, executive level, shit like that. That's where the MBA comes into play, is it's going to set me up to find those higher paying gigs where, you know, I'm looking at 200-300K a year type jobs, not
whatever you're doing now,
80 to fucking 100K a year.
Sure.
So, and the good thing is, because I already have a master's degree, the MBA is only going to take me 1 year to obtain, because I don't have to go back and take a lot of the basic courses, the core classes, all that shit. I just have to take, it's like 8 classes total, so 4 classes a semester to get my MBA.
Okay.
You could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that.
And the missus, she's like, so this time, because when I got my master's in engineering, I didn't fucking walk, because when graduation was happening, I was in fucking Afghanistan. So she's like, are you gonna walk the stage and, you know, do the proper graduation this time? And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm at that point in my life where it's like, okay, sure.
College,
yeah, I guess.
If I went to college, I'm not sitting through a fucking graduation ceremony. Like, there's no fucking way.
Because so like for her, when she got her MPH the other day, the ceremony started at 10. And it was the doctoral and the master's students. So it was the graduate students.
Mm-hmm.
And the first hour and a half of it was the hooding ceremony for the doctoral students. And then it took another hour and a half for them to call the master's students up one by one to fucking hand them.
I'm not doing that.
And we were sitting there for 3 fucking hours. And the second they got to her, she walked across the stage. We cheered for her ass. I got up and fucking walked out.
Dude, I wouldn't, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like 3 hours of that shit. Like I barely made it through the fucking new Batman, bro.
Well, and that's the thing. She was at the fucking end.
And like this ain't, you're not talking about a movie. You're talking about a fucking graduation, dude. Like everyone's adults. Like, why do we need the pat on our back? Fucking, like, I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting a ceremony, or if you enjoy it, whatever. But like, I can't sit in a room and just listen to names being called. Yeah. I did that shit for 12 years in the Army. I don't need to sit on my fucking on my ass. Like when there's other things I could be doing. I could be fucking drinking. I could be smoking reefer.
What's going on?
I could be beating my dick. I could literally be doing anything except being at a graduation ceremony.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, I've been through it with her. How's it going, Dirty Hippie? Welcome in. I mean, I've been through it with her twice now. Like when she got her undergrad degree 2 years ago, I sat there for fucking 3 hours until they got to her fucking program and called her name. Because like, so for the graduate class this year, there was 75 doctoral students that walked. And then there were 610 master's degrees.
No, fuck no.
And they didn't get to the Masters of Public Health. They were the last group called up.
Oh, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely.
So the second she fucking hit that stage, walked across that bitch, fucking grabbed her shit. As she was heading back to her seat to wait for them to tell everybody they were dismissed, I was already fucking up and gone.
Dude, that shit would make me suicidal. Okay, I know we do the national hotline and all that if you're in crisis, okay? Like that's exactly why
I clicked on that button, Squillini. Holy shit.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was Jay. Jay had that shit queued up already because he knew he was going there.
I knew I'm going there. Yeah, like that, like going to a graduation, like it makes me pretty fucking suicidal. I could not do that, dude. There's no fucking I can't put myself in those just like Bueller.
Yeah, exactly.
Bauer. Yeah, it is like
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I have no need, want, or care to fucking go sit through that shit for myself.
Thank you. I
did
wouldn't
it
be
for
there.
her. I did it for her because it's my wife.
Yes, and again, this is not me judging anyone who chooses to or does. This is I can't personally.
Mm-hmm.
I rue the day when either or both of my daughters graduate college. I rue the day because like I'm gonna have to fucking sit there. I'm gonna have to fucking sit there.
And that's the thing. Like for her, I know it was a big deal because she is a first generation college student in her entire family. So for her,
that is a big deal. That is a big deal.
That's a huge
big deal.
For me, my mom had a fucking doctorate degree. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm not a first gen. This will be my second fucking master's degree. I'm not going to fucking bother with that shit. I got better fucking things to do. I'll take the day off, like the graduation day that they have when I go get my MBA. I'll take that day off, but I'm not going to fucking. I'm not going to go spend money on fucking a cap and gown and fucking robes and all that bullshit. And
that just I think that just illustrates the difference in our philosophies, though, Joe. Because there's nothing wrong with it. It's like for me, it was always like. You do your high school graduation. It's kind of like you get a pat on the back because you finally made it to adulthood. You finished your primary schooling. Now you're off to the races. Now you can go see the world and go attack your destiny. College is kind of just like beating your dick. It's just like extra, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like you're stroking yourself off for the extra education you got. It's like, dude, we're good with the graduation ceremonies. We're good with. I don't need all the extra fucking like the fireworks and the fancy and like Joe said, fucking I'll take the day off. I'll take myself to a nice steak dinner if I ever graduate fucking college, which by the way, I'm probably never going to graduate college. Like I looked into going back like after I got out of the army and I was like, nope. There's no fucking way I'm sitting. I'm just not doing it.
Like, I'll definitely take the fucking day off. Like you said, I'm going to take myself to a nice fucking steak dinner.
There you go.
I'm going to, go out to the fucking bar, have a couple fucking drinks, and then go home and fucking chill.
Right.
I'm not going to go sit in a fucking stadium.
Thank you.
For fucking 3.5 hours.
Thank you.
With a bunch of people I don't fucking like to begin with.
Thank you. I already did that in high school. Like, already did that one. Like, I remember.
Like it's something that's already been fucking done. So, like, there's just
also we're giant assholes. So that's kind of how we view it. Like, that's kind of how we view it. So
I just and I just want to throw in a huge shout out to Dirty Hippie. I appreciate we truly appreciate you coming by. You guys showed us some love over at Stone Vet. Fine Fix Finish Productions, and we truly appreciate the love that you guys that you guys showed us. We're keeping an eye on you, and we'll be talking this week. But thank you for coming, man.
Who's college? From a dungeon is saying Jay is hitting. I don't know. So can you see that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Jay is hitting podcast God. College is like stroking your wang.
What does that mean? College. Oh, he was talking about us like going
about
to college.
The conversation we were just fucking having about college, dumbass.
The masturbatory effects of like, going to a college grad. Okay, thank you. Yeah. On the money from the dungeon. On the money.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, he said podcast gold.
Podcast gold. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. He said something about, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
Well, we appreciate it, man. It's all about the vibes.
Seriously, thank you. We and for some of our newer viewers, like there is an element of kayfabe on this show. Okay, so you are getting us, but you're also getting some caricatures too. So this is not entirely all the time exactly how we carry ourselves. Mm-hmm. And please do not ever approach us as if that's how it is, because it's not.
Now,
so if you ever come across me in Kansas City, be careful. Okay.
if you bring Jay if you bring Jay cotton candy and a beer, you may change his mind. You may change his mood.
Or you might end up in a fight. Like you're gonna get one or the other, right? Just flip a coin. Just do the Thomas Shelby thing when you can't decide. Just flip a coin. Like,
now, outside of that, this week I did watch 2 movies. One complete trash. I'm not fucking naming the movie. I'm not talking about the fucking movie. That's how bad the fucking
No,
movie
you have to
was.
say how. No, you
Yeah,
have to air out the movie.
I don't
What
wanna
are you
watch it.
talking about?
I mean,
Okay, Madam Web.
Oh, you watched
Madam
that
Web.
piece of shit? Oh,
was
Jesus
fucking garbage.
Christ. Squillini.
What was it?
Squillini.
Well, hold on.
Madam Web. So it's based off of one of the Spider-Man characters.
You
It's
think you know a guy?
so it's one of those things, kind of like how Sony released Morbius, because you know the Venom movies are great. Venom and Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, fucking phenomenal. Sony hit the fucking mark with those. Morbius and fucking Madam Web is just Sony trying to hold on to the fucking Spider-Man fucking universe and their characters, because if they don't use them, if they don't use the characters within that franchise, they're gonna fucking lose the rights, and it's gonna go back to Marvel Studios, and then Disney's gonna fuck it all up. So Madam Web, I would definitely say it's like a half an inch out of a fucking 10-inch fucking dong. Like it's a chode. It's
really
not
that
even a
bad?
fucking. It's a chode.
The whole cast themselves were talking shit about the production of the film. Like,
What?
Yeah.
Like it was that bad? Like the cast?
the cast was talking bad about it. Like,
Yeah.
it was
The cast
bad.
didn't even fucking like the movie. So you know it's bad when the fucking actors themselves don't fucking like the movie they were in.
It doesn't surprise me at all when I hear the company Sony and complete fucking failure.
Oh, and we're gonna get to that very soon.
Oh yeah, we're not done with fucking Sony today. We are not. Joe, please, before I have a stroke, please tell us about the movie you actually fucking liked, because fuck Sony, dude. Like, I don't even want to go there right now.
Last night, while we're drinking with the neighbors and shit, we decided we were gonna watch Bob Marley's One Love.
Ooh.
So with the movie, a lot of great fucking movie. Like it was perfect. The actor that they had playing Bob, great. So one of the things with that movie, and I found out while I was watching it, is that Ziggy Marley, Bob's oldest son, was actually the one that chose the actor to play his dad. Like the crew. So he was Ziggy and Rita Marley were producers on it. One of the executive producers was Brad Pitt.
Okay.
But Ziggy, for this movie, his one stipulation for them doing a movie about his dad was he had to pick the actor that played his dad. Nobody else could cast that part.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So the actor that they cast is gay. So the actors that played Bob and Rita Marley in the movie are both English actors. Everybody else, like all the other Jamaican characters in the movie, were actual Jamaicans that they cast.
Interesting.
Just out of curiosity, was Peter Tosh featured in the film at all? The lead guitarist for the Wailers was Peter Tosh. Was he a character? Like, did they show anything with Peter?
I don't think so.
I could see if he's in the IMDb list. Give me a second.
Yeah, look under characters for the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
Look up Peter Tosh. He's the lead guitarist for the Wailers. I'm just curious because I had a couple of his albums along with Bob Marley shit when I was a kid. He's the one that sings like "Legalize It," like that. That's Peter Tosh.
Yeah, no, there's nothing here with Peter Tosh. They got Mick Jagger, but no Peter Tosh.
Unfucking real. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
It was good. So I would give that one, if I had to rate it, it definitely, in my eyes, 9.5 out of 10. Like big, veiny, fucking mandingo.
You're telling me you're giving me a green
Oh wait, no wait. Peter Tosh was in the movie.
Oh, okay, fucking thank you. I was about to shit myself.
Yep.
So one thing that I did like is the actor Kingsley Ben-Adir, who played Bob Marley, and then Lashana Lynch, who played Rita Marley. Both of them actors in the Marvel universe. So that it's a little interesting fact that, we're seeing these
Yeah.
actors that nobody knew of before until fucking Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe are now branching out and doing other things. But I definitely, it's one of those movies, kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody with Rami Malek.
Mm-hmm.
But that movie was fucking phenomenal. He did fucking Freddie Mercury great.
I enjoyed Elvis. I enjoyed the Elvis movie.
Elvis was good. Rocket Man with Taron Egerton, great fucking movie.
There's
they've been doing a lot of good biopics here lately.
Yeah, there's a Hulk Hogan movie coming out with Chris Hemsworth.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was just about to say, I like that they're doing like biopics a lot more.
Me too.
On people that we grew up listening to, or those are our heroes. And they were actual people, and they're actual people. They weren't characters. They were like actual people.
Yeah. I got to watch we just watched the theme of movies this week with the new Planet of the Apes movie coming out in a few days. We watched Planet of the Apes. And by the way, I'm just reading now too that Peter Tosh's scenes were ultimately cut from the film, and that's why. That's probably
Well, fuck me. Well, fuck Jay. Fuck Jay.
Or I mean, the movie was good. I would definitely
check that out.
If you like Marley, if you liked his work as a musical artist, definitely worth giving it a look at, watching it. They really kind of dug into the political power struggle that was going on in Jamaica during the time that he became famous.
That's why I was asking about Peter Tosh. That's literally because Peter Tosh was killed. He was shot and killed in Kingston, Jamaica in 1987. Like after Bob Marley died. Peter Tosh, this shit didn't stop after Bob Marley died. Okay, the other motherfuckers had to carry his torch, basically.
Yep.
And
so they went through. They even covered when his wife Rita, when she was shot.
Mm-hmm.
And little trivia: anybody know how she survived the gunshot to the head?
Tell me.
Her dreads stopped the bullet.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bullet was half an inch away from hitting her brain because of her dreadlocks.
Mm-hmm.
She was able to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's a wild fact.
It's a true story. It's a true fucking story.
Mm-hmm. And they featured that in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, dude. Fucking, if you're a player at your game, somebody out there is gonna fucking hate you for it. Yeah, you think about the worldwide recognition that Bob Marley brought, not only Jamaica but the style of reggae and then the music, and all of it. And you think about the kind of impact that people can have, and somebody's gonna fucking hate you for it. It does not matter how fucking good you are or how fucking high you fly. Somebody wants to bring you fucking down. Somebody wants to clip your fucking wings. Yeah. We here at DD214 want to remind everyone out there, that's fucking bullshit. Okay? Fucking hate the game. Don't hate the fucking player. Okay? Because if you see somebody fucking playing the game and they're fucking really good at it, okay, they're not pricks for being good at fucking playing the game. Yeah. You're a fucking prick for hating them for being good at playing it.
But right? I mean, it's definitely it's on my must-watch list. Here lately, Hollywood's been very disappointing with the quality of movies that have been coming out. I don't have a lot of movies on the, that have come out in the last, we'll say 4 years, 5 years since COVID that I would go back and rewatch.
I haven't seen anything coming out this year that I'm trying to go to the theater to see.
And Bob Marley, One Love is definitely on I'll rewatch it because of how good of a movie it was. Because of the story, because of the way they did it. They hit the historical facts. They even hit on the fucking mark with this movie. And, I'm going to give those props to fucking Ziggy, his son, because that that's definitely, his son made sure if they were going to do a biopic on his dad, they were going to fucking do it correctly and they weren't going to fucking skip any beats.
That's respectable. Very respectable.
So, because I mean, this year, the only movie I know you said you don't have any of this.
I was just gonna say, I'm glad you saw at least one movie that you liked, and they weren't both total pieces of shit like that other Sony, whatever the fuck that was.
Because I mean, I know you said you're not looking forward to any movies that are coming out this year. Do you remember the only one on my fucking list that I want to fucking go see in theaters is fucking Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah, that might be it.
That's just because it's fucking Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds has made that fucking character work so fucking well.
I have to be honest. Like I'm definitely going to see that movie because I want to see that movie. I just don't want to see it in theaters because I feel like that's a movie that I need to be smoking to.
Oh, another.
Can't smoke in the theater.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude! The vapes exist for a reason.
I was gonna say, bring a fucking damn THC
vape in the theaters either.
Oh, grow the fuck up! Everyone will live.
If you get caught, that's why you sit on the fucking top row away from everybody.
And how many people do you think are going to be in that theater when Deadpool comes out? You think I'm going to be able to smoke or vape in there? No,
they're going to be doing it too. Have you never learned how to blow your fucking smoke down?
Here's my thing, bro. So yes, theaters are tobacco free. Theaters are supposedly tobacco and smoke free. You guys know I fucking chew. I always, I get me a small drink when I go to the theater. I'll chug that bitch down and then I throw a dip in and I use the cup. Do the same thing with your fucking vape smoke.
Seriously, John. There's a lot.
Fucking blow it down through the.
I need to be comfortable. I need to sit down. I need to be comfortable. I need to have my legs crossed and my joints rolled. I can't do it.
John, I just want to. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, bro, and you're failing because if you can't go to a movie theater in public and enjoy yourself, okay, without dude, just be a ninja, bro. Be a fucking ninja, okay, I'm just fucking saying, dude. You got to be a ninja about this shit. I learned how to do that.
I want to.
I'm just saying.
Now, I mean, because I want to see. What is it? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that's about to come out. I want to see that. Oh boy, what's he putting up there?
Because I'm telling you, it's fucking easy. It's easy to do that. Especially with vapes. Now they have vapes. It's like going to a fucking candy store.
I'm not Bober. I'm not vaping in a theater.
Now, another thing this week, before we move on to Jay, because Jay's got some fucking good topics for us.
A couple.
Another thing, Tuesday went to a fucking comedy show, saw Burt Kreischer.
Oh, yes. We talked about that last week. How was he?
Oh, fucking. So I like his material. I've seen him. I've seen all of his fucking specials and shit. Him live, though, fucking a lot better than any of the fucking other shit that I've seen. Did he
kill it?
Oh, he killed it. So he's in the process. He's doing a Netflix special here soon. So he's doing all these small shows at these little hole in the wall comedy places to work on developing his material and getting it correct for his special he's about to do. So we got to see a lot of the raw, unfiltered, he's not sure if it's going to fucking work type of content. Fucking hilarious. I'm going to share out this picture because
did he keep his shirt on? Did he keep his shirt on? No.
Fucker comes out. He's wearing fucking Birkenstocks and a fucking t-shirt with a hat. Second he comes out, he takes his hat off, throws it on the mic stand, fucking pulls his shirt off, puts his hat back on.
God damn it. Well, you can take the fucking trash out of the trailer, but you can't take the trailer out of the trash.
Couldn't get any photos when he was up, but that's where we were at. He was right in front of me.
Oh, nice, dude. Did you get fucked with? Did he fuck with you guys at all?
No.
Oh, he just did his bit and didn't mess with the audience very much.
He messed with the audience. There were some people out there that were really good fucking targets.
Okay.
So the show was good.
How was his new material?
Good. I mean, I fucking was laughing the entire fucking time. My wife, she's not a big Burt Kreischer fan, and she even after the show was like, I haven't liked any of his material, but holy fuck, him live like this was a lot better than anything else that I've seen
Good.
from him.
Good shit.
Like she even ended up enjoying it. The venue, I will give the venue a 1 out of 10 star, 1 out of 5 stars.
Ooh, what happened? Tell me.
Doors opened at fucking at
Spill all the
5:30.
tea.
Show started at 7. It was a sold out show. They didn't have enough wait staff. So waitress comes, takes our fucking drink orders. It took about 30 minutes after that for our fucking beers to show up to the table and shit.
Fuck no.
Then it
Fuck.
took another 45 minutes for her to come back through to take fucking food orders.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
So,
Fuck.
like, right as Bert's going on the stage, our food shows up.
That's terrible timing. That's for a comedy place. There should be better timing. You know,
Yeah.
comedy kind of takes good timing.
So you know, venue 1 out of 5 stars. They just weren't fucking prepared for a sold out show, and I get that. You know, it happens. The show itself, 5 out of 5. I will say probably one of the best comedy shows I've gone to see in person in a while. And usually every time we go visit our buddies in Chattanooga, we go to a comedy show there. Like we always end up at a comedy show at some point when we're in chat. But you know, seeing a big name person like Burt Kreischer, someone that's, you know, Hollywood famous at this point, and the material he did that's raw and unfiltered and not, you know, his typical shit you see on his specials made it that much better because it's like some of the stuff he did during that show isn't going to make it into the special.
Right. It's
Well,
well,
he's
and that's the
feeling
thing.
the material out. He's
The thing people forget about comedians is you have to constantly evolve and reshape and refine your material. Your
yeah,
first,
because the same
when you're
bits
first
aren't going to
starting
fucking
out-
work over and over again.
When you're first starting out, you might have a 5 or a 10-minute bit, maybe 15 if you're lucky, a good 15-minute bit. At some point down the road, if you keep doing that 15-minute bit, every time people see you, they're going to already know what the fuck you're saying. So you got to
And it's
start
going to not be funny anymore.
adding little bits to that 15-minute bit and removing other parts of that 15-minute bit so that what you're left with is 15 minutes of like basically new shit. And you keep doing that over and over and over and keep chopping and screwing everything over and over, you know, and you're talking over a period of a career where like everybody knows this guy because of the machine, because of one bit. So like, what else is the machine going to talk about? And the machine wants to keep his career as a comedian. The machine has to have other stories than the machine.
Yep.
Yeah, he needs to keep it as a career because this podcast isn't doing good at all.
I mean, I actually like Two Bears One Cave. Like, I like the podcast.
Listen, I'm just gonna stay reserved because I don't
podcast at all. I barely listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
I don't like Tom Segura or Burt Kreischer, and I'm just gonna keep it at that because I read too much and then I watch too much and then like I study too much and I'm just like, I'm good.
That's
just my opinion.
John, I want you to feed that darkness. Please keep feeding that darkness because you're not wrong. Okay, like there's plenty of people in this world that do not deserve your fucking time.
That's fine.
And don't be afraid to admit it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the evidence is all in the comments. I'm just saying, you know, look, if he's evolving, fantastic, because I know that he just did a show in Ohio at Dave Chappelle's new place, which practically got him canceled. And
really?
And there was no like footage
Segura
Kreischer.
Oh,
that he said.
When did that go down?
It happened like 3 weeks ago.
Then Joe might have just seen a version of it. Then
he may have seen like a polished version of something like that. But yeah, it was a very super controversial set.
I missed all that. See, I
mean, even to the point that Dave Chappelle even had to not pull him off the stage, but when he did pull him off, he had said something to him about it, and apparently you just got to read. If you just got to read the stuff for yourself. I don't want to paint a picture on anybody. I personally don't like the guy personally, and it's just But hey, you like him. He makes you laugh. That's great.
Now, I will give mad props to our waitress though, because eventually
Poor
she
lady.
noticed.
Was the food good at least?
The food was so the wife, she got like buffalo chicken tenders, and the chicken tenders were overcooked. I got buffalo shrimp, fried buffalo shrimp. My food was good. Hers were a little overcooked, so she wasn't too fond of the food. We ended up like stopping at fucking McDonald's after the show to get her something because she couldn't finish her food.
Shit.
The waitress, she did eventually notice, like, I was knocking my beers back pretty damn quick. So finally she comes back to get, see if anybody needs another drink. And that time she's like, you just want me to go ahead and bring you 2 more beers instead of just 1? And it's like, because it was taking a while. She had, like half the tables in the place she was doing herself. So they only had like 2 or 3 waitresses for the whole show, for the whole venue night. So, it wasn't on her. It was 100% venue management not being prepared properly.
What would you say? 200, 300 people? 100 if that?
About 150.
Still, that's a lot of waitresses. Too few. And you know what? I'm tired of hearing that people don't want to work. Plenty of people want to fucking work. People want to work for money. So all you venues that are complaining and all you like business owner cocksucks trying to like fucking pawn off you're being a cheap motherfucker, and you're a cheap motherfucker, and you're trying to pawn off your cheapness on like the next generation and saying that like the next generation's lazy or too in their fucking phones or whatever. You're full of shit. Plenty of people will work. Plenty of people will fucking sign up and line up around the street to work for you for fucking money. There's no excuse to only have 2 fucking waitresses for 150 patrons. There's no fucking excuse.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct.
For a comedy show featuring a guy that is Hollywood famous.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Fuck that venue. Whatever. I don't know what the venue was, Joe, or if you want to fucking name shame him on here, but fuck whoever owns that place.
I mean,
the fucking picture name shamed him. I mean, the fucking picture had the name of the fucking venue in the background.
Dude, fuck the owner of that place. Straight up. Fuck the owner of that place.
I mean, outside of that, the waitress for what she was having to deal with, mad props to her. I'd have probably gotten pissed off if I was a waiter or waitress and fucking walked out that night and not fucking done it.
That's usually what happens when you treat your fucking employees like shit and you don't pay them. Just saying.
So, like the wife, she got a little annoyed because I did leave so they already added like a 15% gratuity onto the bills because of their whatever. And I still gave the waitress like an additional $15 tip because of what she was having to deal with. Like
fucking,
it wasn't
big tip
right wasn't her fault.
I'm a member.
The poor service wasn't her fault. It was the venue's fault.
Thank you.
So I wasn't going to fucking hold her accountable for the shitty service that she was stuck having to provide because the venue was underprepared for the show.
Thank you. And I'm a huge proponent for over tipping. If I get my little neighborhood watering hole, this is just an example. I go there frequently. Let's just call it frequently. Okay. Like I know everybody there now. I know every bartender day and night. So it's like, I know what I'm getting. So they get tipped well. When we go to restaurants, when me and my children go to restaurants, okay, we get good service. You get like a better tip because I know being in the restaurant industry right now is aggressively brutal. I've seen it in every restaurant we go to. It's aggressively brutal, and I feel your pain. I feel like Bill. I'm like Bill Clinton. I feel your pain. Like I get it. We've all been there.
The question is, did you have sexual relations with that woman?
Well, see, I'm like Bill Clinton. I would fucking completely yeah, of course I fucking did. Are you stupid? Like, look at her. I would. Would you? I would. I did. I did. That's exactly why I did. Thank you. Yeah. Duh. You know what I mean?
But Jay, you've got some stuff for us.
Yeah.
We doing a Roadhouse this week, or we just?
Dude, why not? Let's do a fucking. You guys
Let's
got
do a Roadhouse. Let's do a Roadhouse.
I got the audio.
Let's do a Roadhouse. Do it. Pull that shit up. How's it going there, Pilgrim? Been a couple hours. Been a few days. Might even have been a few weeks. But here we are again. Spitting that trail dust out here in this dusty fucking saloon. Why don't you pull up a seat over there? Get yourself a fucking cold brew. It's Cinco de Drinko. And Jay's got a Roadhouse for you. All right. Fucking party. You guys still there? Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah, we're still here.
Unfortunately.
Fuck you, John. So yeah, Jay had a couple. I had a couple of fucking events this week, and somehow in both of them, I ended up basically like just in the middle. You know, just in the middle of the show, basically like right there. Thursday night. So this would have been a few nights ago. I did Greta Van Fleet at the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City. So for those of you guys that are familiar with Greta Van Fleet, great band. I was actually put backstage, John. You'll love to hear this. And I was immediately adjacent to where the band like walked on stage, like and through the curtains. So I was like the band like walked by me to go out on stage, and when they did their like, you know, when they move around on stage and stuff and had to like come backstage or whatever, I was backstage. Really cool. I was backstage the whole fucking time. Like, and I got to this is one of those shows where like I got to hear the show. I didn't get to see the show, but I got to hear it. And they actually impressed me. They played a 2-hour set. And oh yeah, it was like the cool part for me was, especially being backstage and having to listen more than watch. There was a lot of like vibey music, a lot of like atmospheric stuff. And that the lead singer, that kid, he loves to use his vocals as like an ambience. Does that make sense? And
yeah, man, like he's not really singing, but kind of like making vocal tones.
Yes, and it works, and he made it work, and they made a 2-hour set work, and they are what I would call like legitimate like old school rock and rollers. Like they're there to play a show and to play the fuck out of it, and to fucking rock and roll that night and fucking party the next day and fucking on to the next town. I mean, seriously, like they played a great fucking set. Just absolutely like old school rock and roll vibes, and being backstage and being part of that whole thing as security. It's like fun. And then I had to stay later. That was a late night for me. Normally when the show's over, Jay goes home. After the crowd leaves, Jay goes home. That's like normally is what I do with security. That's what I do. This particular shift, I had to stay until they finished breaking everything down, and all the the roadies got out of there. So I got to see backstage like during the entire breakdown process. And this is how I know Greta Van Fleet is old school as fuck. Like, I don't want to give away any industry secrets here, but they were in the venue until just before I got off my shift. And I'm not going to say what time or how late it was, but it was late. So they were either, you know, partying or having fun, or
they were working, getting shit done.
Unwinding after the show. We'll call it unwinding for a while. We'll just call it a while. Okay. But that's how I know they are true old school rock and rollers. Like, no shit. So much props to fucking Greta Van Fleet. Love those kids. I need to pick up some vinyls. You know, when I get my record player fucking replaced, I need to pick up some of their vinyls. To me, they're like one of those bands you just put the shit on and just press play. You know what I mean? Just fucking press play. And loved that. Loved that. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
I am.
Oh my god. Next one was last night. I'm still a little tired today. God fucking damn it. Hang on, John. Give me a second, okay? Give me a second.
I can't wait to hear this one. You could definitely talk about this one too. This one is.
I'm allowed to talk about it. I mean,
yeah.
I can talk about anything. It's not okay. So, last night, I was at the Midland Theater here in Kansas City, also downtown, about 2 blocks away from T-Mobile, and I did Tech N9ne with the Kansas City Symphony fucking Orchestra, bro. And that, my friends, was kind of fucking special. And that one was a lot of fun.
Did you get to see that one?
I ended up on the fucking barricade in the middle.
Oh,
shit. I was at if you look up pictures from that fucking show, just look for me in the fucking middle of the stage, dude. I'm like the only guy, like one of only 3 people facing out besides Tech N9ne. Everybody else is facing towards Tech N9ne. I'll be the one in the middle. Like I was stage side. Like at one point in the show, Tech N9ne kneeled down and he put his hand like on my right shoulder. So he was like kneeling like to my right. And he put his fucking hand down on my shoulder while he was fucking rapping. And I'm just sitting there fucking like with the 1,000-yard stare fucking doing my fucking security thing, you know. But Tech N9ne's fucking badass, dude. He's been doing it a long time. There was a lot of ninjas. There was a lot of ninjas in the house, dude. Like much props, dude. Much motherfucking clown love, dude. I saw you guys. Saw y'all out there. And there was a lot of people there that were season ticket holders from the Kansas City Symphony Orchestra, symphony goers. So there was this weird mix of like Tech N9ne fans and fucking orchestra fans. And it was really fucking cool. It was really, really fucking cool, dude. Starlight's fucking good place too. I do not actually work that venue. I do the Midland fucking fairly often. Starlight is a good theater though too. Kansas City has a lot of nice venues. A lot of nice venues. I've seen a lot of shows. I'm still exploring. I've been home for about not quite 2.5 years, just shy of 2.5 years. I am still exploring the metro. There's a lot of cool places in Kansas City, but the Midland is one of my favorites. John, you want to hear kind of a bad story about last night?
I do actually.
Dude, 2.5 years almost living here in Kansas City, doing the security thing. I had my first forcible ejection last night. And it was before the fucking show even started. Like,
oh damn.
Say again, Joe.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine buying a ticket and going to a fucking show, and then like you don't even make it, like the opening band, like nothing had even started, like people were still filing in, and you're already getting like hauled out, physically hauled out, physically, like it got that bad, where like me and a police officer and one of the heads of our security had to physically remove this motherfucker. First time in 2.5 fucking years. That really put a damper on my night.
I found you.
Shut the fuck up. Already?
Yeah, finish your story and I'll put it up.
Oh my God. I think since COVID, the amount of money that most people pay for typically for concerts and stuff has offset people wanting to get kicked out. When I was a kid, when I was going to concerts, I used to see motherfuckers getting kicked out all the time. Like to the point where like when I was a kid, I didn't want to do security. I never thought I would want to do security. because I was like, fuck dealing with that drama bullshit, right? I've been doing security for almost 2.5 years here in Kansas City, and I've had a couple of incidents. I have never had to forcibly assist removing somebody. There's a first time for everything. Last night was the first one. And it wasn't nice and it wasn't fun. I mean, I laughed a little bit. I did laugh because the guy totally brought it on himself and he totally deserved it. So fuck him. Right. But it wasn't fun. And I don't like having to be like that with people. You know what I'm saying, John?
No, of course.
And and that's when they put me on the barricade. I was actually kind of like, I was like, cool, because at least I'll be inside and I'll just be on the barricade.
Yeah, it's good to do your job, but sometimes it sucks to have to do your job, right?
That's correct. And I'm good at my job, so it's not like this is not some alpha dog fucking. I'm looking to get into a scrap or I need I take on all comers or anything like that. No. When this situation started, I was alone. I waited until I had 2 other people with me. And I'll tell you straight up, Jay doesn't play.
Fuck yeah.
The rule we had in the infantry was 3 to 1. If the odds are not 3 to 1 in our favor, we don't fucking play. So I waited until it was 3 to 1. And then we played. And it's not fun and I don't glorify it, but please don't come to Kansas City to fuck around, dude.
That's right.
We'll straight up catch and release your ass, dude, like in a venue, and throw your ass out on the street. And the cop fucking handcuffed his ass. We physically removed him, and we fucking threw him out on the street.
Not on your watch, right?
No. I want people to have a good time. I'm not there to be Billy Badass. That's not why I do the job. That is not at all why I do security. It's to keep people safe. It's so that everybody can have a good time. It's so that if there's a fucking emergency, an actual goddamn emergency, everyone can fucking vacate safely.
That's right.
It is for safety, not because Jay wants to be fucking like the goddamn fucking road warrior and fucking Mad Max. Okay? And it's not about that at all. But goddamn, dude, like I will fucking play in the Mad Max fucking Thunderdome, dude, like if you want to. And I don't like doing that. I don't like being like that. But goddamn it, I fucking will be. And when I am, I'm really, really, really fucking good at it.
That's right.
I've done it before, and I've done it many, many times against people bigger than fucking you, way fucking bigger than you, and you're drunk and you're on drugs, which makes it even fucking easier for me. It makes it even fucking easier for me. That's like fighting a fucking 5-year-old. Please play if you want to. But I wouldn't fucking do it if I were you.
Yeah.
Just fucking dumb. Can we go back to Tech N9ne and the fucking symphony?
Yeah, so let me show you. I got the video right here. We're running on time too. We got to get to Sony, but you see Jay clear as day, and you see him fucking enjoying himself. Look at him right there.
Oh, with my fucking shaved ass head.
Y'all know Tech N9ne, right?
Damn.
So you know.
And then when you skip forward a little bit, you see Jay just having a good time. Look at him.
That's fucking funny, dude.
It's kind of eerie, right?
Yeah, it is. But it was a good show. He brought out a guest on that particular song. I remember that song. But yeah, I was bumping, dude. Like, well, it's all about Kansas City, dude. It's all about Kansas City, dude. Like, I mean, I had to, dude. Like, I had to get in. I was right in the fucking middle, dude. And like, it was Tech N9ne is one of like the original rappers that like repped fucking Kansas City, and he reps Kansas City fucking hard. And like, I felt that shit. I was born here, but I wasn't raised here. So I was repping Kansas City from like fucking all the way out in goddamn Tucson, Arizona, my whole life.
Yeah.
And so like when I come home and I got a guy that like is fucking hardcore repping Kansas City, and on this particular, he had the fucking Kansas City Symphony Orchestra behind him. And that was a big fucking deal. That was a big fucking deal for like the Kansas City area. Because like our orchestra is no fucking joke. Like we have a fucking legitimate symphony orchestra. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful, man. And they did a fucking, oh, by the way, for all you fucking Star Wars nerds, The very first thing when the orchestra came on, they started by playing the Star Wars theme.
Oh, great Easter eggs.
They played the fucking Star Wars theme.
Well, I mean, they had to. It was fucking a show on May the 4th.
And the crowd got a fucking kick. It was great. Like, it made me smile. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit made me smile, dude.
Oh yeah. So we have. Oh man, we're running on time too. So real quick.
No, we're not. Like, who's gonna stop us? Like,
I got work to do today. I got more work. I've been working for the last 4 days. I'm tired. I'm gonna wither away. So, okay. If you're a Helldivers fan, then you know what the fuck is going on. So I'm gonna give you the TLDR real quick, and we're gonna have Jay take it away. So in short, Helldivers 2 has a great reputation and a massive player base, right? So Sony makes the devs roll out an update that will require everyone playing to have a PlayStation Network account connected. Dylan said all day podcast. Let's go. I guess you're gonna watch BRVG then on here then.
Fucking
I guess you're gonna watch.
When John presses the wrong fucking button again, he'll go fucking live on here with fucking bar rips and video games.
Then we'll really fucking lose our channel.
Fuck them.
Which is weird because Bong Rips and Video Games is on YouTube but hasn't had any issues. But anyways, yeah, the only previous mention of this requirement is in a small box on Steam. Over 60 countries cannot access PSN. Over 60 countries. They just delisted it from 100 countries today. Yeah, and some countries
like 2 or 3 hours ago, it's off the list. In 100 countries right now.
So some countries require a government ID to make one. EULA never directly mentions a PSN account requirement. PlayStation silently changes their policy in regards to PSN account requirements on PC. PlayStation is infamous for data breaches and spam mails, and the Helldivers community manager downplays the entire situation and describes it as just a 2-minute process. It is highly possible that the grace period was just to avoid mass refunds from unsupported countries, and people run defense for Sony downplaying the situation online as just PC players seething and overreacting for no reason. So let's hear it.
Fucking fuck no. Fucking fuck no. This is another corporate fucking cash grab. They're trying to force you to do shit you don't want to do.
Or have to do.
If you're a PC player and you don't own a fucking PlayStation, it will be impossible for you to play the game. It just got delisted from Steam in 100 countries, like as of like 3 or 4 hours ago. Yep. It's off Steam. Steam is offering full fucking refund right now. Regardless of how long you've played the game, they're offering a full refund.
This has got to be
the biggest shoot yourself in the fucking dick like I've seen in a long fucking time. Like, it's unreal to me. It is unreal to me. We just talked about this shit last week.
We did.
Unfucking real to me. People that make decisions like this are fucking in charge.
Yep.
If this was a fucking war fight, like whatever side Sony was on would be fucking getting pancaked.
Yeah.
Because of decisions like this. The only difference is they're catering specifically to people that have the money and can. And they're letting you, a lot of us, they're trying to leave us out because we don't have the fucking money. We don't have the funds. Okay, I can't pay for fucking shark cards on GTA 5. I can't afford a fucking new goddamn fucking console every time one fucking comes out with no fucking games, PlayStation. No fucking games. Like, I can't fucking keep up. I can't keep up with your fucking monetary bullshit. And they're now just fucking catering to like this chunk right here.
Yeah.
Like this is, and it's obvious what they're doing. And they literally doubled down. That shit John just read that they just freaking released. They're doubling down on it. They're blaming the players.
True.
They're blaming the players. They're blaming the people that have PCs and not fucking Sony PlayStations. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You corporate cocksucks.
Yeah, and then to add fuel to the fire, are you ready for this?
No,
this was from Brandon Wayner from You, Me, and Lore. He says, I don't know. With it updating on Thursday, what if this is just a massive ad campaign and Sony backs down to the players? Then all of a sudden, Helldivers 2 becomes the gamers game and sucker in way more people than they lost. Yeah, no, why the fuck was it a week's notice? And they got fucking Asmongold to make his first stream review on it. This is all very sus, which it still kind of goes in with that conversation, right? It
is.
You could say it.
Revolutions have started for less.
Yep.
I will say nothing less and nothing more. But revolutions have been started for less.
I feel
like the gaming. Look at the bottom of your screen if you're watching. It says DD214 Network. This podcast.
Why?
Because this started as DD214 Gaming, and the gaming industry fucking shat itself. And it's still like what we're talking about right now. Every time we talk about gaming on this show, it's something new.
It's bad.
And it's bad. That's why we stopped doing the gaming thing.
And I'm still here, and I still play every single day, but I'm still unhappy. I still play Red Dead Redemption.
We had to stop because Jay doesn't want to have a heart attack and a stroke. He's a single dad. Okay. And he wants his kids he wants to see his kids grow up. This is the shit that gives me a fucking stroke. Like when I watch literal fucking human demons running amok and just doing shit. Like like Jay's not a believer in really much of anything. Okay, supernatural. Okay, all monsters are human. All demons that are fucking real are fucking in human skin, and a lot of them work at fucking Sony. Apparently, fucking holy shit! Can the gaming community like rise the fuck up and stop dealing with this shit? This is just
and that's
the cash grab is so stupid. It's just it boggles the imagination that they stop like PT. Remember PT, John?
Oh, how could I forget?
A fucking playable trailer won Game of the Year. The game never came out.
That's right.
The game never came out, but the playable trailer won Game of the Year. Never fucking forget that. And that was like a fucking decade ago. That was like a fucking decade ago. They are fucking you. Okay, world. This isn't just for the America here. The world. They are fucking you. Quit fucking bending over.
And Dylan,
turn the fuck around and fucking yank that shit off.
I mean, Dylan, that's
why I get passionate
about gaming that's ever been fucking said, though.
How can I make friends?
I
can't make friends when I don't play anymore, and I stop playing because it fucking sucks. Like they're doing it like they're trying to build a prison for you and me to live in.
Yep.
And you're not even allowed. You're not even allowed to have fucking fun on video games anymore. You're not even allowed to have fucking fun on video games because fuck you. That's why.
I mean,
fuck that shit.
And the big thing is this whole fucking bullshit with Sony and stuff. Like I've got a PS5. It is what it is. I've got a PlayStation account. But
no judgment if you do.
Before this show even started, we talked about fucking this whole having to do it on PC thing. I prefer to play shooters on PC because I prefer mouse and keyboard. However, I am jumping on the fucking
stability.
I'm jumping right into the fucking fold with everybody else, and I'm fucking getting a refund for this fucking game. Because
fucking thank you. Say that one more time for the fucking
I'm jumping in with everybody else, and I'm getting a refund for fucking Helldivers 2. Love Helldivers 2. Love the fuck. The fucking fine print in the ULA and all that shit says that you don't need a PlayStation account to fucking play the game, and then boom, all of a sudden now you need to have a fucking PlayStation account. It's bullshit. It should have never fucking happened. Sony needs to fucking get their shit together because
that's not going to happen. That is never going to happen, Joe. Don't even. No.
But I'm going to get my fucking money back. I don't care. I've played fucking countless hours of this game, and I'm not going to fucking play it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when I refund it, it's gonna go back to the person who gifted it to me. So, hey, you're gonna have $30 in your account soon, man. So that there's that. But guys, I just want to say, fuck Sony, fuck New Vegas, fuck PlayStation, and And I'm gonna make a joke too, because like the game revolves around democracy, and democracy is always trying to be trampled on. So I just think it's like just an ongoing.
This is hilarious.
Meta joke.
Like, the whole, like the whole thing, like the fucking game, like you said, it's about fucking democracy and democracy being trampled on, and then boom, democracy's being trampled on by fucking Sony with this fucking change.
How fucking brutally ironic is that?
Hey, Dungeon, look, I still dabble with my Call of Duty every now and then, especially since Bobby Kotick is gone from Activision.
Jay doesn't.
So, but it takes too much space in my PC.
It's sad because I had fun too. I remember having fun with that game.
You know what? We're gonna have to play some Among Us like the old days.
Fuck, maybe.
But guys, you know what time it is? We're at the end of oh, dude, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I got my quest right there. Nice. Oh, but you got rid of yours.
Yeah, I'm picking up a Quest 3 here soon.
Here, get the 3. Let me know how it is. I'm not sold on it yet. But guys, you know what time it is? It is the end of the show, and we are at the final thought. When we first started this show, the final thought used to be 4 guys giving their own thoughts, and it kind of turned into, well, not a contest of who has the better final thought, but there was always someone who was talking about suicide prevention, and we felt, you know what, it's about time to just do one final thought, one overlapping final thought that continues and is the theme of every episode that we do.
Correct.
I've been reading and hearing from different sources that the suicide rate is as low as 13, but as high as 40 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And with news and media, it's kind of hard to get an exact number sometimes, but the fact of the matter is, whether it's 13 or whether it's 40, it's still too much, even if that number was just 1 a day. It's a growing problem, and we talk about it every single week, because there is someone that we're losing every single week, whether it's someone that we've acquainted ourselves with at one point in time or someone that we're absolutely close with. There are people who emotionally aren't okay, and any little thing will trigger them to the point that hurricane's going to come in and sweep them away in an instant, and that sucks. Not only for the person in question, but for those around them. No one is ever alone, especially when you have strangers around you who are willing. And I'm not just talking about the people who are working in this hotline above me. If you go to the park, you just may run into a elderly person or a young sprout curious about what's going on with you. It's okay to ask questions. Don't talk to strangers, but help someone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And that's like when I was talking about having to forcibly eject somebody last night. Like, I don't like doing that. I would rather lend a helping hand. I'd rather pull somebody out of a pit if something goes wrong. I would rather make sure people have a fucking bottle of water or something to fucking eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I want to give them a chance.
Fucking A. And I just because I'm good at the other thing does not mean that's what I wish I was doing all the time.
You ever get that feeling like when you're doing your job? I mean, I get it sometimes with like light confrontation in a video game sometimes, but you ever get that feeling at work where it's like, I'm sure you got it yesterday. Once you got your hands on them, you had like that gut. Like your gut just like kind of like squeezed itself in, and you were just adrenaline. Adrenaline. That sometimes that adrenaline kind of sucks, and sometimes
when you come down from it, yes, it does.
And it does. And you sometimes you have a really strong emotional dump. It is, and it's intense.
It's like shedding fear. So like all that fear that got balled up inside you, and your body reacted to the stimuli, and you have like all that emotion has to go somewhere because your body basically balled it all up so that you could fucking take care of fucking business.
Yeah.
We don't take care of business on ourselves. Okay.
And as Dirty Hippie said, adrenaline is my absolute favorite drug. Hell yeah.
It's
Hell
hard.
yeah.
It's hard to come down from. It's really it can get addicting, and I think that's why a lot of us veterans have problems. That's why a lot of us end up feeling isolated and alone. Things don't seem the same. It's like coming back from fucking the land of Oz, and you're going back to black and white. You know, when we come home, when we finish our time, after we've served, a lot of us like go back to like black and white, and it's not that anything is wrong with us. It's not that anything's wrong with the people around us or the world. It's just I don't see it in the fucking same shades anymore. I don't see the color anymore, right? And adrenaline is a drug that you will get addicted to, and you do get addicted to. And when
Gotta use it correctly, right?
Dude, it's hard to if you've been abducted by a UFO, man, it's really hard to come back from that shit. It's really fucking like no matter what you do for the rest of your life, you got fucking addicted. You got abducted by a UFO, no matter what you do. And that's like, hey, Dirty Hippie, man, we'll get there eventually, brother. We'll get there fucking eventually, and we'll be in the fields again someday too. But it ain't gonna be today. And that's why we fucking do this every fucking time on this show. Because it ain't gonna be fucking today.
That's right. So guys, if you're feeling alone, if you don't want to speak to us, if you don't want to speak to your friends, if you don't want to speak to that stranger walking their dog in the park, you could call the National Suicide Hotline. You could text or call at 988. Don't even need to put the star in there no more. Or you could dial 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK. Someone is there to listen to your story today, guys. And again, I should point this out too, that we are not affiliated. We are not partnered with them.
We ain't making no fucking money off of this.
Yeah, we are.
Right,
we want you to know that
this
we give a
100%
shit
from our hearts. We care about fucking everybody.
Like we ain't getting no funding right now. Like ain't nobody coming to fucking fund us either.
And we're having fun. We're having way more fun if we were.
if we stop having fun, you'll know somebody started fucking paying us. Fucking bet money. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking it'll be real easy to see real fucking quick because we'll stop having fun and it'll get really stupid like fucking Helldivers too.
Guys, we love you. We'll see you in formation in 168 hours.
168 hours. All asses on deck on the fucking parade field.
Black socks.
Formation. Black fucking socks. Who the fuck wears white socks in goddamn 2024? You fucking dirty people, dude. White socks show all dirt and mess, dude. Why the fuck are you wearing white socks? Black socks. It's good to see. Thank for everybody that showed up today. Thank you very much. Yes. This was a fun one. This really was a fun one. We love the interaction. Please keep it up, and we will see you guys here 7 fucking days, dude. Everybody have a good one. Happy Sunday.
And it's Cinco de Mayo. Drink.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
safely, responsibly.
Everything safe and responsible today. Cinco de Drinko. Enjoy yourselves, but enjoy responsibly. Always.
Yep.
Love you guys.